It was Valentine's Day this week, and there's something I want to say, but I really don't want to sound like a grumpy old man when I say this, so let me think about the way I want to phrase this. It is my humble opinion that everybody and their mother misses the point of Valentine's Day. And to add to this, I truly believe that Valentine's Day represents an opportunity, like probably the greatest opportunity for self-development and self-change that you could ever make in your entire life. I believe that Valentine's Day is single-handedly the day when you can learn the greatest lesson there is to self-development. What is this message, you may ask? It's simple. It's cliche, but very simple. Self-love is the cure to 99% of your life's problems. Genuinely. And so many of you bastards are going to say, oh, that's so cute, bro. That's adorable. Just another message of caring and kindness. And, that's a cute, soft message. But bro, stop being such a wimp, right? Because I know a lot of you follow guys like Andrew Tate. I know a lot of you follow guys like David Goggins. I'm not judging, not saying there's anything wrong with that. But I know that a lot of you subscribe to the message of discipline is key, right? Toughness and grit and motivation are what I need to get the job done. I need to be a real strong masculine man in order to fix all the problems in my life. And I really don't blame you for understanding and believing in that message. Most people will say that discipline is the secret formula to fixing the problems in your life. And honestly, these people aren't half wrong. But you see, the problem is the mindset surrounding discipline. It's the belief or the idea of what discipline should be that buggers around so many people and honestly prevents them from achieving their goals and reaching their highest self. Because let me ask you something honestly, right? How does the word discipline make you feel? For many of us that aren't psycho like David Goggins and who enjoy brutalizing themselves on a daily basis, right? For most of us, discipline creates this mentality of suffering, of force, of grit, of pressure. Discipline means beating yourself into submission no matter how you feel in order to get the job done. But the mindset that I'm about to share with you today, it will not only blow your mind, but it'll change everything for you, the same way that it has for me. And the mindset simply is self-discipline equals self-love. The reason why I said that people don't understand the meaning of Valentine's Day right at the start of this video is because everybody believes that Valentine's Day is about external love, right? It's about showing the person in your life how much you care and love them and want to do naughty things to them. It's all about this external show of affection, of intimacy, of attraction, right? And yes, Valentine's Day is meant for you to spread love, to spread kindness, and to spread your appreciation for those that you love most in your life. But the very big problem with this is that so many people, including myself, forget the most important relationship that they will ever have in their entire lives. Can you guess what it is? It's the relationship that they have or that you have with your damn self. Because as cliche and stupid as it sounds, if you don't truly love and respect and appreciate yourself, you will never, ever be able to have the capacity or the strength or the determination or the discipline to love other people, especially when shit gets hard. Because the truth is, it's easy on Valentine's Day. It's easy to put aside grievances and stresses and complaints and shower people with love, even though you may not feel like you want to do that, right? It sounds like a dark, bitter truth, but I'm sure there's people today that you really don't want to celebrate, that irritate you, but you love them. The reason is because you don't truly love and respect yourself. You are not full and whole as a human being, and therefore your ability to love others and to love the world and to share your gift is severely, severely stunted. Maybe you watching this video are a man that feels as though he has not fully realized his potential yet. Or maybe you're not even able to put in the disciplined work and the grind and the steps in order to start building that man up. A man of confidence, a man of valor, a man of self-dignity and integrity. And you watch all these other guys going on dates and falling in love and getting married and having kids, and you sit with yourself and wonder, why not me? Why is my life so empty, so hollow, so devoid of intimacy, success, and love? Here's a powerful wake-up check, a reminder for you in this video today, to remember the fact that if you love yourself, if you respected and truly believed in yourself, you could sit on a day like Valentine's Day, totally alone, with no love in sight, right? No woman around you, okay? You could sit by yourself and you could feel okay. You could feel a sense of peace, a sense of being content with your life, with who you are as a man. You don't need that love. But the problem is you don't sit there and feel that way because you do not love and respect yourself. Your life is not currently going the way you expected it to go. Your life is going to change with this video, and I'll explain why. Let me share a brilliant analogy with you that's going to help you understand how to apply this lesson to your life. I want you to think of the analogy of a parent with their child. When a kid comes up to mom and dad and says, Mom, I really want to eat the junk food. I really want to have sweeties right now, even though dinner time is literally in like half an hour or an hour, but they like yanking on their parents' like jacket and saying, please, like, can I have some sweets? I just really want to have like some sugar right now. What would a good parent do in that situation? Any reasonable parent, at least I would hope, would say, no, now's not the time for sweets. You have a good, delicious, and healthy meal coming up in half an hour. You shouldn't be eating sweets right now, right? Because I love you and I care about you, so I wouldn't let you do that to yourself. But if you had to honestly ask yourself, was this action from the parent harsh? Was it unfair? Was it cruel? Or was it an act of self-love, of preservation, of caring for their child? Is this reprimand an act of discipline, or is it an act of love? The funny answer is that it's both, obviously, because discipline and love are the same things, just dressed in different costumes. Now, of course, this child is not going to be happy that they've just been told no, probably for the fifth time today, right? They want sweets. Their inner desire is moving them towards this tasty sweet snack, right? They feel pissed off right now at their mom and dad. Maybe you as a kid went off to your room, slammed the door and said, I hate my parents. I mean, we've all been there when we packed our bags. We're ready to move out because our mom's the worst human being. What a bitch. Right? We've all been there. And looking back on it now, right, as an adult, as maybe a parent yourself, you can look at the situation and think, damn straight, this kid is being looked after. The kid doesn't know any better because it's a child. The parent simply understands that, yes, even though they are doing something right now that the kid isn't going to be happy with, that's not going to cause the most instant pleasure and gratification. The parent knows deep down that what they are doing is ensuring that their child experiences a better future, that they are not riddled with diabetes and obeseness and are just living a shit existence, being bullied all the time because they wanted sweets one day and then every day after that because they didn't have anybody to tell them no. So the question I have for you today, as hard as it is to swallow, is why then do you not give yourself the same treatment? Why do you not treat yourself as though you were a child in need of guidance, in need of some love? Why do you allow yourself to do all the bad things that you know deep down you shouldn't be doing? How come you suddenly forget this simple yet powerful analogy or truth? You want to know the sad answer, the pill that's going to be extremely tough to swallow? It's because you don't love yourself. You do not show yourself self-love. And as a result, you do not show yourself self-discipline. Because you think you are being an asshole to yourself every time you limit yourself from doing anything that's pleasurable, right? And for the more judgmental people out there that do look at extremely disciplined men like David Goggins, right? And you hear these people all the time when they talk about these very disciplined, very successful men. They look at them and say, oh, this guy's such a weirdo, he's so crazy. Why would he deprive himself of enjoyment and fun? He's missing the point to life, right? He should be enjoying himself, taking it easy because life is short, right? So why is this guy so serious all the time? Why is he such a hard ass on himself? It doesn't make sense. But the thing is, and you see this in any David Goggins video, is that this psycho, and that's the funny part, he's not really a psycho if you think about it, but this psycho of a man smiles through his workouts. He does 10K runs and you can see the passion and the flame in his eyes. Obviously, he's shouting at you. He's like, keep running, who's going to carry the boats? But you can see deep down, this man's actually enjoying himself. I cannot imagine David Goggins sitting watching TV saying the same things, looking as though he is in the zone as much as he does when he's running a 10K, right? But the truth is, David Goggins, for the most part, is doing what's right for him. He's doing the hard work that he knows is going to benefit his future self. And as a result, he loves and fully respects himself, which can be clearly seen by anybody who watches any of his videos. Here is a core realization that I want you to develop and take away after watching this video. And this core realization is that you, inside of yourself, have a duality. There are two versions of yourself. Inside yourself, or inside everybody, there is an inner child and an inner parent. As you may know and may have felt many times in your life, your inner child is not rational, right? They are super emotional. They have desires that come out of left field, and they constantly want to do things that are comfortable and pleasurable, right? Your inner child will be at the back of your mind saying, bro, we should eat McDonald's today. It would be so fun. We should like play video games for 3 hours. Like we got to get on with the boys, right? That would be so much fun to get like a couple dubs, right? We all have this inner child that even though the request may seem ridiculous, there's this very deep desire that lingers in the back of our mind. This inner child has cravings, and they'll do anything to satisfy those cravings. And then you have what we call our inner parent, or as I like to call it, your highest self, right? Your highest self has reason out the woo-ha, right? It's a really weird way to say that, but your inner self is disciplined. He knows what he wants or what she wants, and he's willing to do anything that it takes to accomplish his goals. He knows what the purpose of life is, right? To become the best version of him or herself, to do good in the world, to share his or her gifts as fully and totally as possible in each present moment. Because you've watched this far in the video, I'm going to actually share with you the secrets, the absolute truth of why you should improve yourself. The secret to self-improvement, genuinely. And it's very simple, and it's actually quite anticlimactic, but it's the absolute truth, right? The secret to improving your life, the secret to changing everything for yourself, to self-improvement, is this. Simply get rid of all of your bad habits. That's it. If you somehow were able to get rid of everything that didn't serve you, there would be nothing to hold you back. That's the thing. Everybody thinks they've got to build onto themselves, build confidence, build discipline, build willpower, but it's bullshit. You simply need to take away everything that's holding you back. And you'll find that suddenly this inner drive, this inner energy, this inner fire propels you towards all the goals that you could have ever dreamed for yourself. But only if you get rid of all the bad habits. And here's the crazy and profound truth of today. But if you listen to your inner parent 100%, if you listen to them over the inner child every single time, and yes, you're a human being, you will make mistakes, but hypothetically, if you were able to accomplish this feat, you would never ever indulge in a bad habit ever again, would you? Simply because you wouldn't be okay with putting yourself through anything that doesn't serve you. You wouldn't be okay with you poisoning your mind, your body, and your soul with things that are no good for you, things that rob you of your life, and things that take away your highest potential. Let's say you want to quit drinking, and instead of looking at alcohol every time you come into contact with it and thinking to yourself, oh, shit, man, now I have to give up this delicious tasting drink that I love and that brings me confidence and makes me feel so good. Like, it sucks that I have to give this up. My life will never be the same. You instead think to yourself, I love myself enough to not willingly poison my own body. I value and respect my health, my fitness, and my intelligence. Why on earth would I want to throw that away instead of take care of it? Why would I want to drink if the cost is poison and death? Why would I want to drink this poison if the cost of it is ill health and unfulfilled potential? It just doesn't make sense when you put it like that, does it? But the thing is, everybody and their mother talks about how self-love is the key and you can only love others when you love yourself, right? You've heard this a million times before. But the question is, how the hell do I actually do this self-love thing? The sad truth is that almost nobody knows how to actually implement this advice. And it's not your fault, because everybody, and especially cringe little TikTok girls and flipping self-love YouTubers, right? No offense to them, but these people honestly mislead you and they take you down the wrong direction, because they will tell you and feed you bullshit like, oh girl, you should take a bubble bath, right? You should relax, you should treat yourself, go out shopping, right? And I'm not saying these things don't have some kind of contribution to self-love, but this is not self-love. This is self-care. And honestly, in an extreme event, like you should go out celebrating today, you should go and party, right? You tell a guy that's trying to quit drinking to go out and party and celebrate, you are actually promoting self-harm, right? Despite what these people may have as their intention. Self-care can very quickly turn into self-harm if you are not careful. Because so many of these people will tell you to go and eat chocolate, right? Go and treat yourself. Get a nice little tasty meal of chocolate. But you might be trying to lose weight. And subconsciously, when you eat the chocolate, you tell yourself, I don't love myself because I'm poisoning my body right now. I'm going against my goals. Do you see how this works? Let me cut through the bullshit for you. Let me save you years of time and hours of wasted flipping cringy TikTok videos, right? Let me share the truth with you right now. The thing that actually worked and actually works for me. To develop genuine, real self-love, You simply have to ask yourself a very simple question and do a very simple visualization and then act upon that in every single decision that you make. And the question is, how would I treat myself as if I was somebody I loved? Because the sad truth is that so many of us, most of us, would never ever dream of saying things to our friends, right? Embarrassing, insulting, shaming our friends the same way we shame ourselves. Because we are super patient, super loving, super kind, super dependable to the people that we love, that we care about, that we share homes with, right? And for the empaths out there watching this video, you'll do this for people that, quite frankly, don't deserve your love and your support and your care, right? We've all got these troubled friends and family members that maybe have like a massive addiction problem, or maybe cheat on their wives or their flippin' spouses, right? We know these people, but yet we often find the courage in ourselves to say, you know what, Tom may beat his wife and drink way too many beers and, never take care of his kids or show them any love or affection, right? But you know what, deep down, he's a really great guy. Deep down, he's like solid, right? Like, I believe he could do amazing things. We're willing to give this asshole Tom all the credit when he doesn't even deserve it. But as soon as you maybe accidentally say something that you shouldn't have said, right? You mess up a document that you shouldn't have messed up. You fail a test. Suddenly, when you mess up, oh, wow, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm a moron. I'm stupid. I'm unlovable. Why would that person ever care about me? What did I do to deserve any form of love and respect? When you make the smallest damn mistake, how could you? Honestly, shame on you for ever treating yourself that way. Because you deserve better. And I'll tell you that right now. If you don't give the love that you deserve to yourself, I'm here to tell you that you deserve a much better relationship with yourself. You are not treating yourself right. And you should stop that. The reason is because we apply discipline. We apply cruelty to ourselves. And we apply love to others. Whereas we need to marry the two. Remember, earlier on, the mindset isn't discipline or love. They are the same thing. Discipline equals love. Self-discipline equals loving yourself, doing what's right for you in every single situation. If you really want to change your life effortlessly, if you want to make hard goals as simple as breathing, right? Difficult tasks as effortless as existing, you have to shift your idea of self-discipline to an act of self-love and self-care. For the visualization I mentioned earlier, what I actually like to do is, in every situation, think of younger me, right? I imagine that I'm sitting at a desk or a table or a conference hall meeting with my younger self, right? He's there looking like a hell of a nerd. See, I'm even being mean to him now. Don't do this, right? You see how easy it is to do this to yourself. But let's picture younger me, right? Handsome. Okay, let's not lie. But like, he's there, right? Younger me. He's cute. Maybe he's like innocent. I pretend I'm there with younger me, right? Who, yes, has all these dreams and ambitions of becoming a great man. But because he's a kid, he also has problems, right? He also has desires and urges and issues that he wants to resolve now. He wants to take the instant gratification because it'll make him feel better, right? This little kid wants to do the bad things. He wants to eat the junk food. He wants to skip gym. He wants to procrastinate on his homework and his work tasks, but he's a kid. And as soon as I visualize myself with younger me, right? The parents, the adult with my younger self. And every time I think to myself, damn, I really want to cheat on my diet today. I picture younger me, and I realize very quickly that what I'm about to do is discarding the feelings and the future of that younger version of myself. I'm literally harming him by the decision I'm about to take. When I envision my younger self and doing the best for him, suddenly all the ideas of hurting myself and not implementing self-discipline, they fly out of the window. They go out of my consideration. Because of course, I want the best for myself, and especially for my younger self. He deserves more than that. Literally divide the parts of yourself into the higher self, the inner parent, right? That is responsible for taking care of your inner child. Literally treat yourself as both and do the right thing that the inner parent would do. And in many situations, yes, your inner child's not gonna like it. Your inner child's gonna wanna throw up his hands and say, I'm tired today. I just wanna give up and have a, I wanna comfort myself. But it's your responsibility as the inner parent to say, I know it doesn't feel right now. I know it's not what you want, but I know that this course of action, doing the right thing, taking the path of delayed gratification, is actually what is going to benefit and serve your life. It's going to be the best action for you, even if it doesn't feel like the best thing to do right now. You have to trust me. Because I'm so sure many of you watching this video right now look back on your younger selves with anger, with disappointment, with fury, saying to yourself, fuck, if only I'd done the right things for myself, if only I had worked harder, if only I had spoken to more people and made better friends, if only I had gone for what I truly wanted and not what everybody else told me to want, maybe my life would be better now. If you are angry with your former self, decide today that your future inner child, your future self will not suffer because of the actions that you took today. And I promise you, your life will never look the same. And that means showing up for yourself every single day, even when you don't feel like it. The same way a parent would show up for their baby every single day. Do you think if a baby lies there and cries, because he's hungry, that the parent will only feed it like 3 times out of the week and say, yeah, I did it 3 times, right? No, of course not. Because that child's gonna die, the child's gonna be malnourished. The parent has to get up and do the self-love and the disciplined acts every single day. There's no break, there's no day off from this. There should never be a day off from you taking care of yourself. The same way that a parent would never dream of taking a day off of raising their child, because they have to, because they love the child. So the question is, do you want to love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, you will not show up for yourself daily. And as a result, your self-esteem, it'll slowly die. So remember, kids, remember that before you can share your love with the world, before you can find your dream partner, before you can give your gifts and love and appreciate and do good things for the people in your life, you need to realize that it starts with the relationship with you. It starts with the inner parent taking care of the inner child. And once you do that, you'll be amazed to see that over time, with every act of self-love and self-respect and self-kindness, you will feel like somebody worthy of love. You will feel like somebody worthy of your own respect. And then the game has changed. And you can thank me by leaving a like, by subscribing, by hitting the post notification. Such an asshole. Love yourself, bro. Love yourself. And everything will take care of itself. I promise. Happy Valentine's Day.